It looks like you might be doing some research on Dallas condos, high rises, or maybe more specifically, the W Residences. So if any or all of that is the case, you're gonna wanna check out this video because this building is really unique because you've got a north tower, south tower, then you've got a hotel in between. I'm gonna be covering all of the intricacies of the W condos, as well as showing you a listing, the gym, the pool, the HOA rules, as well as the fees and the special perks you get with being a resident of the W. If it's your first time swinging by the channel, welcome. My name's Lucas. I'm a realtor here in Dallas, and every single day I've got people hitting me up like you and 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 you, buying condos all throughout the Dallas area. So if you ever have any questions about anything that I cover, feel free to drop me a line. All of my information is below in the description, and I'd be more than happy to help answer any questions that you might have. Without any further ado, let's go check out the W. All right, so let's break it down. A lot of people just think this is some fancy hotel, which it is, but it also has two condo towers, a north tower and a south tower, both with private entrances, lobby, and valet, comprised of 151 units total, resting on 32 floors, which was built back in 2006. And what I've noticed after visiting both towers frequently is that the north tower is obviously taller, and the floor plans here tend to be smaller, so a lot of one bedrooms with some penthouses. And then the south tower is more intimate. Think bigger floor plans, okay? More corner units and multi-level penthouses. And the off-the-shelf interiors were built back in the early 2000s, of which are different for both towers because they used two different architects. And then talking about the Victory Park neighborhood, obviously we've got some construction behind the building, but as a guy that has lived in Victory Park for the past 5 years, there is a lot to do here and there's a ton of walkability. The most important thing you need to know is that American Airlines Center is the heart of the neighborhood. And guess what? It's catty corner to the W. So there's a ton of activity here, especially during the hockey and basketball seasons. People from all over the Metroplex come here to watch the games and catch some concerts. And then you have over 55 stores here on Victory Lane, restaurants and shops. And the nearest grocery store is about a 10-minute walk. So if you live here and don't have a car, it's not going to be the end of the world. And I actually did a more in-depth video of the neighborhood about a year ago, just basically walking around and talking about some of the entertainment spots and stuff to do. So feel free to check that out if you want to know more about the area. And I was kind of hungry when I got here, so I decided to swing by Villa Azur, which is more of a French/Mediterranean restaurant located in the lobby. And the vibes here are pretty awesome, not a bad spot for date night. And today I got the chicken sandwich with a salad, of which never disappoints. And then there's also another separate bar further down the hallway that you can hang out at as well. Quick side note on parking. This is where the hotel guests will valet, and then the north and south tower both have their own valet zones further down Victory Lane, either for yourself or your guests. And then parking for the residences is here behind the building, of which I was able to film just the entrance. If I would have walked up this ramp, then the HOA would have hogtied my ass, and I just didn't feel like testing my luck. But the condos come with parking spots that get deeded to your unit. Now headed over to the smaller of the two units that I'm going to show you today, and as you can imagine, residents get their own elevators, so they are not commingling with the hotel guests. Everything is key fob activated, and then the actual doors to your unit are the old school lock and key. And both units that I'm going to show you are in the north tower. And this first one, I'm just going to call a spade a spade. It's a blank canvas. It's one of the most affordable condos on the market at the W right now, and everything is original. We're on the 19th floor, so we've got western exposure through the windows, and depending on who you ask, it's probably not the prettiest view overlooking the construction, but once Goldman Sachs finishes up, it should look pretty nice. And a lot of y'all call me wanting to get into this tower are concerned with noise. So just giving you an inside look, we're at about 49 to 46 decibels with the patio door closed here in the living room in the middle of the day, which is pretty quiet. The glass and the concrete between the floors floors are all condo spec, so a lot thicker and more soundproofing than your typical apartment high-rise. You've got real hardwood in the kitchen, living room, and bedroom, a turfed patio, hidden appliances, tile in the bathroom, and then carpet in the closet. And the person that's going to buy this, in my opinion, is going to put at least a little bit of work into this so that we can bring it into 2025. And you don't have to go crazy with it. You'd be surprised with how much of a difference a fresh coat of paint on the walls can do to the aesthetic of a unit, and then maybe even restain the cabinets along with some new hardware if your goal is to get more of a modern feel. All in all, I don't mind this unit, especially after running the comps, because this one is priced well below the comps, so your wallet is not going to be getting raked over the coals on a unit like this. So this next one is a 2-story penthouse priced just under $6 million. So basically chump change. And I'm going to do the best I can to not sound like a car salesman, because this is one of the coolest units I've seen so far in Dallas. So I'm just going to give you my opinion on it, and then I'm going to shut up, because my favorite part is the double floor-to-ceiling windows, of which are 25 feet tall. And there's nothing like this, as far as I've seen, that exists in the Dallas market, including rentals. There is one particular penthouse over at the Victor that comes close, because it also has double floor-to-ceiling windows, but they are not this tall. So that alone makes this penthouse extremely unique. You've got the master bedroom up top, along with a secondary room, which leaves the third bedroom down below. The spiral staircase is kind of a work of art in and of itself. It's basically a sculpture, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's worth more than the new sports car I just bought. You then have the chef's kitchen stocked with Sub-Zero and Viking appliances, Italian Michelangelo marble countertops, oak floors, and then you've got some terrazzo tile in the half bath, which actually looks pretty cool, and you won't see that until the end of this chapter. Now, is this worth a $3,900 a month HOA payment? Probably not to the average guy or girl, because the person that buys this is most likely going to be either an athlete, C-suite executive, actress. I've worked with them all, and guys, they just don't care. All they want is privacy, security, exclusivity, and above all, luxury. So this is one of the most expensive condo units on the market right now in the Dallas area. It took me 6 months to get approved to show off some of my camera work in here. All I had to do was sell one of my kidneys, so I hope y'all enjoy it. A lot of y'all that reach out to me live in different parts of the world: Los Angeles, Miami, New York City, Germany. And moving to Dallas, more specifically a high-rise, can be kind of tricky, which is why I've partnered with a moving company that specializes in high-rises. On top of that, if you need utility concierge, furniture, suggestions for Wi-Fi, internet, interior designers, I have partnered with local companies to help make your transition to Dallas as smooth as possible. So if you need help with other things beyond just securing the unit, please don't hesitate to reach out. And if you do decide to reach out, I promise that I will do absolutely the best that I can for you. All right, so let's talk amenities for both towers. First things first, you have to have a fob to get in, and these are specific to residents. So no hotel guests are allowed up here, as they have their own amenities, of which you are allowed to use theirs, but they cannot use yours. And we're currently on the 17th floor, and I'm just gonna throw this up here because I'm more visual, and I think this is easier to soak in versus hearing my monotone voice trying to explain it. Basically, the north and south towers have the same types of amenities, but they are on different floors depending on the tower you're in. And as far as the gym here, there's a ton of cardio equipment, and I think the dumbbells went up to about 55 or 60. I'm not totally sure. But what I like about it is the space. A lot of elbow room in here, guys. A lot of high-rises in Dallas shove 10 pounds of crap in a 5-pound bag when it comes to the gym. So I appreciated that the W gave us a little bit more breathing room up here. Moving over to the pool, just a few highlights. You can get food and drinks brought to you when you're hanging out by the pool from the hotel staff. All you gotta do is scan the QR code and place your order. The HOA is also stocking you up with towels and your own shower out here. And it's also an infinity pool with a pretty sweet view, but it's totally covered. As you can see, I was out here on a pretty shiny day, so you get very little sun over here at the pool for the north tower. So if you're trying to catch some rays, feel free to walk over to the south tower and use their pool, because it'll be wide open and you can let your skin burn all day long. So if you currently live at the W, or if you used to live at the W, drop a comment. Tell us what you liked about it. Tell us what you didn't like about it. If you're watching the video, you're probably thinking one of two things. Okay, the W looks interesting. Maybe I want to know a little bit more, or maybe I do want to put an offer on a unit. And if that's the case, feel free to drop me a line, so that way I can get you in touch with the right people. Or maybe you're still unsure. Maybe you like the building, but you're not the biggest fan of the neighborhood. Or maybe you love the neighborhood, but you're not the biggest fan of the building. And if that's the case, feel free to check out this playlist, because I did a video tour just like this one over some of the most popular condominium towers throughout the entire Dallas area, of which will be helpful if you're doing more research. So with that, y'all stay safe, y'all stay out of trouble, and we'll catch you in the next video. Y'all be good.